Alright, I'm going to talk about something kind of real for a second here. This is the idea that you own yourself. And nobody else owns you. Anytime, ever. That's the way the world actually is. You got people trying to label people, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. You know, people trying to own everything all the time, trying to own concepts, trying to own the labels that they put on others, trying to own reality. That's what people are trying to do, own reality. Get cut off in traffic. Fuck that guy's a fucking asshole. Label him up. Label him up like a dick. You don't even know. You don't know what that guy's going through right that fucking second. Label him up like you got some fucking grip on the world. Like you know what's going on better than somebody else. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you do for you. But the thing is once you start to take that from yourself and your life and start to tell other people or want to control other people, which we got a lot of entities out there, entities that are beyond the scope of just one human being that are trying to do this out there all the time. And people just accept it. They just accept it like somebody does know better for them. I don't trust anybody at any time ever. Maybe two or three, maybe four if I count myself. And that's top of the list right there. Top of the list. But I wouldn't trust another motherfucker, not even myself, to run other people's lives. Ever. Fucking bullshit lie to do that, because that's the thing, is once you start to define not just what other people are, but how they're supposed to live, how they're supposed to do this with their time, this with their property, this with their money, this with, their physical body. Once you start to define that, you open this real huge ethical dilemma that most people can't even begin to see, which is the thing is that someone else can look at you. Someone can look at you and say, hey, I want them to do this with their time. I want them to do this with their body. I want them to do this with their money. I want them to do this with everything that they got. Or else I'll fucking put threat against them. It's no different. It's no different. You can fucking put labels on it all you want. Oh, this one thing here, this one thing over there, that's not what I'm about. And so that will fucking, put force on someone for. You know what? The only thing that we need to put force on other people or threats on other people for is to stop people from hurting people. Ever. Recklessness, endangerment of lives, taken from someone else what you didn't deserve and what they didn't give you, taking it through lies and deceit, or taking it by force. Like that's the only wrong that there is in the human spirit and human condition. You eat what you want. You put in your body what you want. You own you. And if someone ever tries to fucking lay hands on you to tell you that you're not in charge of you, you might have to go with it. You might have to, but they still don't own your spirit. They still don't own your mind. And the thing is we don't have to go with it. We don't have to. The only reason people do is because so many people do. If everyone stood up at the same time and was like, you know what? I own me. I own me. Oh, you own you too? You over there, you own you too? Alright, fuck yeah. And guess what? You don't have to do a motherfucking thing. I don't have to do a motherfucking thing either. It's my body, my life, my time. It's my time. It's not your time. Do whatever the fuck I want. You do whatever the fuck you want. If I want to do it around you, I will. If I don't like what you say, I won't. But as soon as you start telling people, oh, I don't like that word, can't say that, we need to fucking punish these people. People on Facebook want to ban people for using certain fucking language, even if the person's speaking the fucking truth. Like me, I fucking cuss all the motherfucking time. Cuss all the time. Every once in a blue moon, not often, because for some reason people like me. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's the honesty. Maybe it's my heart. Maybe it's just the cheekbones. Maybe it's the fucking glasses. Maybe it has nothing to do with me at all, ever. Because it never does. It always has to do with somebody else and what's inside them. But once in a blue moon, I'll be in a store trying to give someone money for something. Hey, you got this fucking thing that I want? I got some fucking money for you. Oh, fucking kick me out of the store. Kick me out of the store because I didn't talk in the way that you wanted to. Ain't no fucking kids around. Not my kids, not my problem anyways. Ain't no kids around. Fucking goddamn, just want to fucking hand some money to someone to get something. Is that so fucking hard? If you want to control how you talk. You can be offended by any word. I can be offended by words that aren't even fucking cuss words. I am, all the fucking time, offended. That was fucked up. That dude shouldn't have said that. But you know what I'll never do? Is fucking banish that motherfucker from somewhere. Kick them from somewhere. Definitely not gonna stop him from handing me money for something. Fucking hand me money for work. I'll work for you for money, sure. If I can, use a fucking racial phrase. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck, man. You start fucking telling people they're wrong for shit when they're not really hurting anybody, all that's doing is cutting out one more person for your heart to connect to. One less person to connect to. One less person to let into your heart. You know, one more set of eyes that you don't get to look into and understand that they fell in love too, that they hurt too, that they were backstabbed too, that they carry guilt too. They carry everything you do too. We're all humans. We're all humans after all. You're no different. You don't know any better than anyone else. How dare you think so? And how dare you think somebody knows better than you to give up your personal autonomy? Never give it up, ever. Don't do it. Not about that. Not about it at all. You know, but if you want to be a slave, and some people like to be, then do it. You know, do it. But if you don't like being one, then just don't. Don't be a slave to anything ever. Life is precious. Life is short. Do what you got to do to get what you want. And your loved ones, and don't hurt anybody. Yeah, there's enough resources to go around. There's enough resources for everyone. Enough food, enough water, enough materials for shelter. You know, there's enough. You want to fucking call it all money? There's enough money to go around too. There's enough for everybody. It's not a resource issue. It's a distribution issue. Distribution issue. You know, and the more we try and label worlds as different or wrong, or that person's different or wrong, we fucking, you know, greedily hoard all these fucking goddamn resources. You know, the more disconnected we are, then one day you get old. One day you get old. We all get old. I'm getting older right now, just since we started talking. Fucking good. One day you get old, and you realize that without that heart-to-heart connect with someone, you had nothing all along. Nothing. Nothing, because that's what really matters. Sure, shit makes you comfortable. Money's nice. Be in a pretty car. Pretty yourself up. Hide that you're fucking human. Make yourself fucking pretty to the eyes. Aesthetically pleasing. Do it, but it doesn't mean nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing at all, ever. But that heart-to-heart connect you had with someone, think about it. Think about it. Look back in your memories. Don't look back in the hurt ones. Look back in your good ones. Look at that time you fell in love. Look at that time you and your best friend had a great time. Look at that fucking road trip you did that one time, or whatever you've done with anybody that you love. And look at that. And what was that? Heart to heart. Heart to heart. And that's what carries weight. That's what carries value. So you own yourself. Nobody else does. You know. It's all about consent from the individual. You know. It's mandatory. It's not fucking consent. You know, we got to quit using words wrong too. You want to really heart connect with people. You want to heart connect with people. You know, we have words for a reason, to communicate, to get understanding and concepts across to each other. You know, if we label them up correctly, we'll still never be inside each other. We'll still never really understand another motherfucker, but we'll get goddamn close, man. And the closer you get, you know, that's what we need to be labeling. We need to be labeling concepts and ideas, not labeling other people. Label concepts, label ideas, fucking spread love, spread information, spread growth. Like, don't spread fucking hate, don't spread bullshit, don't spread, like, labeling shit up so you can fucking deal with the world. Everyone's dealing with the world. Everyone, all the time. There's bad shit going on and good shit. Dealing with the world all the fucking time. You know? And that's it. You're no different. We're the same. We're all family. We love you all. You own yourself. I won't tell you to do a goddamn thing with your time. Fucking don't listen to me. I'm just one fucking man. Just one man walking around, pacing around, talking some fucking shit to the camera. Don't mean nothing. You do you, I'll do me. Alright? Love the hell out of you. All of you. You're all beautiful. You're all wonderful. You're all family. Love you. So much. I couldn't even express.